I am live. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Let me take off my glasses so that you can see my eyes, eyeball to eyeball. I know, right? Yeah, I do like to use my glasses though, but because it's close screen, it's fine. It's when it's far away that I find it difficult to see. So thank you so much. Yes, today is day 26. 4 more days to go to the end of our challenge, which we have been going through daily. I'm hoping that it has inspired you or began to, give you motivation to begin to ask yourself questions and hopefully putting you on the right track. Okay. So today I'm going to be talking about what having options look like in my life. Yes. What does that mean? What does it look like for me? So, um, a life of options is just really amazing. And I'm going to share with you, you know, how what that looks like for me. Now, my audience, you all, I know that you have good salaries. In fact, I still spoke to someone today. When the person told me the salary, I was like, hey, God. And it's more than my own, no. Hey, but guess what? He was complaining bitterly. Oh, bills. Oh, that. Oh, this. I was very surprised. I was not even expecting that amount of money that this person is earning. Like, you would think that that person that's earning that amount of money will be comfortable. But that just goes to show that the moment you have an unplanned need or, people come to you, there's a demand, you just suddenly realize that you don't have enough. And this is what he was saying. He's been working for over 22 years and he's progressed. He's really progressed to the point where he's earning good. But responsibilities, demands, make it look like as if he's just going on a cycle. And he says to me, I'm tired of living this kind of life. But I mean, for some people, you may not get you may have not reached that point of exhaustion or tiredness, but you don't want to get to that point yet, because trust me, it's really an illusion of success. Like, you think you've made it, then you look up, you get to the next level, you've not you can still find what you've made. Not only that, the tax man, the higher income bracket you are in terms of an earning, the more tax you pay. So um I I know you are doing well in your jobs, your professions, you are doing fantastic, but it's always good to have options. Honestly, if you don't have options, you're walking on eggshells. I call it eggshells. It's fragile. You know that is why you should be thinking of options, not because you are desperate, but just because you want to build wider instead of building longer. Expand, have options. Okay, even the Bible, for those of us Christians, encourages us to go into 7 or 8 ventures. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, I believe, or 11. I keep mixing it up. So, see, the difference is this between options and salary. I think I need to kind of like emphasize what the difference between the two of them is. Salary is compensation for the time that you've spent. Yes, that's what it is. But options are a system, or is a leverage system, or a leverage dividend system, that works independently of your time. And options are good, they are a result of good financial design, good planning. So you see the difference? One of them requires your time, the other doesn't necessarily require your time. Maybe in the beginning to set things up, yes. But along the line, you don't have to be there. Your thing will be working because you are setting up systems. And that's the difference between options and salary. If you don't work when you're in a salary job, you won't get paid. So your time is not compensated. You won't be compensated for your time because you didn't show up. But if you work, if you have options, whether you are there or not, you are getting returns. You are. Okay. So that is that's just the the first part of my talk today, right? So you need to really be thinking about um these things. Yeah, And it really doesn't matter what stage of life you are, really. It doesn't matter. I just speak to people like me because I've worked for a long, well, I won't call myself work for a long time, but I've been working for some time, and I came to the realization that I needed options. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with my job. I don't have a problem, but I want options. I want options. I don't want to just have one source, right? So now for me, time is of value to me. I can block out time, different times of the day, especially on Fridays, to plan for my business, for other things, for my family time, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not worried about the consequence. Do you understand that this is what option does for you? I have colleagues, or sorry, business partners that do shift work. It's easy to explain it from a shift perspective. Or for me, my main goal from getting options is I'm happy I am able to spend more on my children without stressing, right? So, but for some people that do shift work, many of my business partners have had that option now to reduce their work time. So, like one of my business partners, she started working when she started her business, she was doing 6 full days a week. But now she's been able to bring it down to 3. And that's because she started running her business as well. So this is one of the benefit of options, okay? For some people, they've been able to, decide not to work anymore. That's their choice. At the end of the day, is what makes you happy, what gives you peace. I know you need to remember we've talked about what gives you peace, doing what will make you feel at peace. Because honestly, the life is very short and you deserve to be at peace with yourself. You deserve to live a fulfilled life. All right. Not You deserve to be in control. So for some people, it is getting to a point they will say, oh, okay, Lord, but I am earning enough to be at home with my children for some moms, or I'm earning enough to be able to invest in other things, spread their risk, or I'm earning enough I've always wanted to go into property business. And with property business, you need a large capital outlay. For some people, that option is there, but they started from somewhere. They actually started from somewhere. All right. So listen and listen. First of all, I want to say thank you to that person that is watching me. I appreciate you. Please let me know where you're joining from in the comment section. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from. I mean, if you don't mind sharing, it's not compulsory. I'm hoping that you're taking something away from this. All right. So all of these options that I've talked about is only because people have decided to build systems for themselves. That's it. And they've decided to build their system through strategy. And none of it is luck. That's one thing you need to know. It's not by luck. People that are wealthy, they are not lucky. Maybe there's an element of luck to it, but if you study them, they worked hard. They worked hard to put systems in place. Now they can be sitting down in their yacht and the money will be hitting their account because they have systems in place. Okay, right? So if you are sitting down waiting for options to appear, you're doing it wrongly. Options don't appear by just sitting down and waiting and hoping. Oh, I wish this will happen. Oh, I hope this will happen. That's not how options happen. You need to make a decision. Whether it is for you to, if it's school you want to go to, maybe you say, oh, I really, for some people, doing a PhD is part of their life goal. There are so many things that you want to do, and you've been pushing it away that, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, maybe when this happened. Oh, you keep giving excuses. What are you giving excuses for? You need to decide today. I am going to do this PhD starting next year. Now, what do I need to do today that will make that happen? You start asking yourself, you break it down. It may mean you need to spend some time doing your research. It may mean you need to spend some time getting funding, because yes, you can get funding. Many people don't know that. You can get funding for PhD. It may be that. Whatever it is, just decide and stop sitting on the fence and stop dilly-dallying, because it's not in your best interest. Time is going. It doesn't wait. Look at 2025. It's finished. I'm still struggling in my head to understand what happened this year. Like I was sitting down yesterday reflecting, how is it November already? Ah, and that is it. The year is gone and is never to come back again. So what are you waiting for? Just make that decision. Whatever it is it starting your own business? Is it investing in stocks and shares? Whatever, start. Start where you are so that you can create options for yourself. Today, they read the budget. For those of you, you may not understand it in plain English. I'm going to try to break it down in one of my posts, so keep an eye out. They read the budget for I don't even know what to make of it. I need to think about it very carefully. But it's not in some ways it's good, in some ways it's not good. So one thing that I took away from the budget was that for those that have child benefit or that get child benefit, there was a cap. It used to be 2 children only. So if you have 5 children, you will not get benefit for the 5 children. It's only 2 you can get benefit for. So now they've lifted that cap, which is great. I mean, it's fantastic. They've lifted the cap. But another thing I saw that they said that was not looking very good is something around the income tax, I think. They've extended it by another 3 years. So before they were going to, I think, if I understand it correctly, I hope I'm saying this right. If I'm not, please do go and check. Something to do with your income tax. There was supposed to be a cap on it for till 2028. They have now shifted that cap to 2031. So, or shifted it. So you need to pay attention to what is going out there. And when you pay attention, you will then understand that you need to have options. Yesterday, I was listening to someone on where was it? One gentleman, he was saying something very interesting, which I thought was true. Sometimes when you try to tell people things, sometimes they think that you are judging them or that you don't want them to do that thing that they are doing, or you are just trying to convince them to do something. No. For so many of us that have been here for some time now, we have seen the way the system works, and we are just trying to say, I mean, it's all well and good. You've come home, you've left your home, you're here now, you're having a fantastic time. Of course, it's way better, than what we get back home. But don't get locked into this. Don't get trapped because it's just this. It's like a cycle. It's a cycle that keeps going round and round and round. But many people do not agree. So they say experience is the best teacher. But sometimes it's also good to learn from other people's experiences. If you can, you don't need to experience something to realize that it's not working or it's bad. Do you understand? Just like fire, they will tell you don't touch fire. Will you say, oh, I don't believe you, let me go and touch the fire, and you touch it? Is it until it burns you before you believe that the fire actually burns? They say don't touch the fire, it will burn you. You will hear from somebody that has tried it, and um from somebody that has tried it and it burns them, so that you don't get burnt. And that's just it. So have options. Whoever is watching me today, I don't know, have options. Please let me know where you're joining from. Have options. It is so vital. It is so, so vital. Start a business. Start anything. Invest in stocks. I know I'm saying, I know people think invest in stocks and shares. Use your stocks ISA. Use your cash stocks and cash ISA. You have tax-free stocks ISA that you can use to invest. Every adult has 20K in pounds that is tax-free on whatever dividend you get from it. You don't need to have a lot of money. Start with 20 pounds, start with 10 pounds, but make sure that you are creating option for yourself, because compounding, I talked about it in I think day 20 or day 18. Compounding, the power of compounding. And compounding is not just time, it's money, learning. And that's why it's always good to learn a new skill, do something, because compounding will help your would help your business to grow. Compounding will help your investments to increase over time. Go and check what compounding does. It's the eighth wonder. That's what they call it, the eighth wonder. That's what Warren Buffett calls it, the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding, the power of compounding. So be it a business you're investing, be it stocks you are investing in, be it whatever, invest, have options, build wide. Don't go only high, wide. There was a song I used to sing when I was a little child. I think the song is in church. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. And we used to demonstrate it. It's interesting. Deep and wide. Have options, okay? So tomorrow, you just make that decision. Don't stop sitting on the fence. Stop sitting on the fence. Stop sitting on the fence. Just do it. You don't need to. Day 22, we talked about clarity and action, the difference. We talked about how action brings clarity and not the other way round. Action brings clarity. So start messy, start unclear, but start. And I promise you, you will get the clarity that you need. You just need 30 to 40% of the knowledge to be able to make a decision. I'm telling you, if you've ever been in a boardroom or in a meeting room where directors are sitting, they are not interested in the details. You are just giving them high level information. Okay, if I do this, what happens? If I do that, what happens? I'm telling you, 10 minutes it takes. What is 10 minutes? Sometimes in 5 minutes, they are making big decisions because they want to just hear key points. This one is this, and this what is going to happen, and that's what's going to happen. And they don't bother with the details. That is how strategists think. You have to be thinking as a strategist. Stop thinking, stop overanalyzing. Leaders, directors, senior leadership, they are strategists, strategic thinkers. And that is how you have to be. They don't sit on the fence. That's why they make decisions quick, very quick. They don't sit down and say, oh, bring me bring me this, bring me that. Let me see. No, you bring everything on the table, give them high level, high points, and they're making decisions. And they stand by it, whether it's good or bad. But they are strategic thinkers, and that is why they're able to put things together in their brain to some extent before they now make a decision. So, and that's why they're successful, because if you don't think strategically, you will be stuck. I'm telling you, you'll be stuck where you are. You will not make progress. You will just be stuck overanalyzing. So please take action. Whatever it is you want to do, whether it's anything, just do it. Do it. The year is ending. 26th of November. Before you know it, it's 1st of December, and we are counting down to the new year. All that things you said you wrote down in January that you want to do, how many have you done? How many? The question for you to answer. But look, if you are interested in finding out what we do as a digital business, yes, because I'm here to tell you the good news. It's working for me. I don't need to step a foot out of my house. I'm indoors, if I need to. I do my training online. I don't chase anybody. I don't chase. I'm sitting down here. If you see my page, I just posted a video. I was sitting down working since morning. After that, I went to pick my children, came back home, did my normal build activities. Just only this evening picked up my phone to check. Oh, what's going on there? Look at the number of inquiries I got. People want to know what it is that I'm doing. So my life is not stopping. In fact, it's working well for me. So later, with the inquiry, it's just a simple one-liner I'll send to all of them. Okay, this is the next step. This is the next step. And that's it. They will now decide whether they want to go ahead or not. That's how life is. That's it. Inquiries coming when I'm busy doing things that matter to me. Look, spending time with my children. My daughter was in church today. She took the Bible reading, and I was so proud. I went there. I was able to go. Went there, brought back, So I spent my day. I didn't even go out with my phone. Only just come back to it before I started this session to see that I've got loads of inquiries. And that is what our business model is all about. We do not chase. No, I don't chase anybody. I don't beg anybody to come and do. No, I don't do any of that. I don't even have the time. It's not gone are the days of, I want to buy Ankara. Or come and buy this Ankara. Please tell your friend to come and tell your friend to tell your friend that I'm selling Ankara. This is 2025, digital age. We don't do that here. Like Eric we say, for those who know Eric. We don't do that here. No, in 2025, when there is technology, I will now be calling somebody to say, please come and buy. No. That's why we have systems. We have systems. We have, everything in place. Once you set it up, go about your day, your life. Inquiries will just be coming. Inquiries will be coming. Inquiries will be coming. Soft life. But anyway, take that action today. Honestly, take that action today. You see, my details are there if you're interested in finding out more. And hey, God, I have a question for you. I always like asking people questions so that you go home and think about it. Like you sit down and think, what's that one action or decision you want to make as an option next year? In fact, next year is too far. This year, you start now, this minute, today. What is it that you want to do? Do it anyway. Do it. You don't need to be perfect. Speed. Success likes speed. When somebody is telling you something and it's sounding okay for you, like you are happy with it, do it straight away. Because the moment you don't, you will continue to procrastinate. And procrastination is a thief of joy. Yes, it's a thief of joy. It's a thief of joy. So stop procrastinating, okay? Hey, this person that has been watching me, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sitting with me. I appreciate you. I hope that this is inspiring you. I hope it's encouraging you. I hope that, um, yeah, I hope that, is giving you something to think about, and maybe you're already you already have clarity. That's amazing. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate. So, oh, tomorrow is my last day, 28 days. It's not supposed to be 28 days, it's 30 days. So I have 4 more days. So please join me again in the next 4 days when I wrap this up. But for me, options, this is what options looks like for me. Having a diversified portfolio, not relying on one stream of income. Okay. See what hit my account the other day. I was like, hey, my God. And I was just sitting down walking. That's like, go, open my account. What? Passive income just coming without me thinking too hard, without me worrying, and it has not even reached month end. See, I don't need to wait till month end to start thinking, oh, okay, month end will come, so I will now start doing permutation and combination. I don't do that. We don't do that here. That's the goal, not to do that here. The goal is not to do permutation and combination. The goal is to, oh, I want this. You are looking in your account, there's something there, you go and do it without thinking twice. That's the goal. Enough of all these things that I used to do before. Hey, where will the money come from this week? Or where will the money come from? No, 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 no. We don't do that here. But it can be your life too if you decide to think, build wider. Okay? Build wider. Build wider. That's my encouragement for you today. Options is amazing. I've shared my own personal story about what options look like for me, and hoping that it inspires you to do the same for yourself. Okay? So I'm going to call it an evening. Wow, it's past 10. And I don't usually stay this long on my live. Today, I was just inspired to talk. All right. Thank you so much to the person that has been watching me. God bless you. And then I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a good evening. Stay tuned. Bye.